Test, 1, 2. The mic's hot. Sure. Test. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Bender Arena on the campus of American University in Washington, D.C. Tonight marks the 27th annual Gonzaga D.C. Basketball Classic, and defending champion Roman Catholic will do just that. Defend the crown against a hungry group of Purple Eagles from Gonzaga. My name is Dan Mason, alongside my broadcast partner Jonathan Love. And Jonathan, both teams have sailed into the finals, and now we're ready for the battle royal ahead, sir.
You know, Dan, I expect to see a hotly contested game here. Roman Catholic Cahalites, they play with a lot of intimidation. They're going to try and come out and set the tone, be very physical. And I expect the Gonzaga Eagles will play with speed with Chris Likes, and they're a strong and relenting team. This ought to be a great game, great game.
This horse is great basketball, supporting good works all around the country and even out of the country, too. Gonzaga coming up against Roman Catholic. Last year, Roman Catholic won this tournament, and they've got some superstars here, Coach.
They really do. They've got 3 young men that are already committed to Penn State. I think Nazir Bostic, Tony Carr, and Paul Newman. They're outstanding young players. Play with a lot of strength and intimidation.
We're going to call Jonathan Love Coach Love because he's had quite extensive experience in coaching. And this man is full of strategy. He's going to be very convenient on the floor tonight. He's going to tell us right from wrong. He's already wired both benches. He's got bugs on both benches, and he's going to tell us everything that's going to go on inside the huddle tonight, right?
I tell you, Dan, I've watched both these teams now in the first 2 rounds, and I know them pretty well. I've talked to the coaches, and I've watched these players. This would be a great game.
Okay, we're going to take it down to the floor now for the starting lineups, and we'll send it right down to pick up the PA announcement there.
This year's championship features the Cahalites from Roman Catholic High School from Philadelphia, last year's DC Classic champions, and reigning Pennsylvania Interscholastic Athletic Association state champions. The Cahalites, who won over Good Counsel in an exciting contest last night, 72-60, are seeking their 3rd DC Classic championship. And they square off against one of the top-ranked teams in the DC area, the host Eagles of Gonzaga College High School. The Eagles won over a talented Bishop Bartlett team last night, 81-48, and are seeking their 12th DC Classic championship. Ladies and gentlemen, before we begin tonight's championship game, let's all stand as Father Cap Lobiondo, the rector of Gonzaga Jesuit Community, offers an invocation and remain standing as we honor the United States of America, the land of the free, the home of the brave, with the singing of our national anthem performed tonight by Gonzaga sophomore Colin Carmody. Let us pray. O God, our Creator and Lord, we give you thanks for life, and we give you thanks for this marvelous Gonzaga DC tournament. And we give you thanks for the champions who are about to play. Bless the boys in their game tonight and help them to stay safe from injury. Bless them that they may be good team players and may respect their opponents. And we ask that everything they do in this game be for your greater glory. We make this prayer through Christ our Lord. Amen. Ladies and gentlemen, our number 12, Nigel Stewart. At guard, 6'3" sophomore, number 3, Prentice Hub. Also at guard, 6'3" junior, number 4, Michael Myers. And at guard, a 5'8" junior, number 0, Chris Lights. The assistant coaches, Byron Harper, Devin Williams, Juan Hill, Austin Kelly. The head coach for the Eagles is Steve Turner.
Well, that completes the starting lineups with Coach Turner, and let the games begin. And partner, how do you see this game? Because one of these teams tonight go home defeated, and with that record will be blemished tonight.
You know, I tell you, both of these teams are going to come out here and they're going to play hard. Defense is going to set the tone. Roman Catholic likes to press a lot, and Gonzaga likes to cut off the passing lanes.
Well, we're getting ready for the start. Nice crowd tonight. It's always a nice crowd when Gonzaga plays in the finals. And you know nothing more that, Steve Turner wants nothing more to take that trophy back to Gonzaga.
Oh, yeah. Well, I can tell you, there's a team that's got purple in its uniform that's going to win tonight.
That's the problem. We have both teams. Roman Catholic in the purple with trimmed out in gold, and, of course, the Purple Eagles in home white, and they're trimmed out in their purple. Catholic, Roman Catholic wins the tip, and they're in control. Quickly, 15-foot jumper off the key, and Bostic, he nails it. Eagles now on the attack. Here's Likes. He'll direct traffic now. Deep in the corner, a 3-ball right away, no good. Ball goes out, and Roman takes over.
Carr's bringing the ball up the court. He's a smooth guy.
We'll see if Carr directs. Carr usually will control the offense here. Down the paint. Little mishandle, but Roman quickly picks it up, and Lamar Stevens scores. Lamar had a big night last night, 21 points. Eagles are down 4. They got to get back in the game. Here's Likes for a 3. He nails it.
It's going to be a long night for the Cahillites. He's doing that.
Gonzaga back to within 1. Likes with the rebound. Here he comes. Oh, their first turnover for the night.
You know, Likes will go down and get a lot of rebounds. He'll play down close to the basket.
He's improved a lot since his freshman year. You're much better at handling the ball, but turnover that time. Tony Carr, he's going to fire a 3, and he nails it.
Looked good. It was got to get in the face. Can't let him shoot that all the time.
Some people believe Tony Carr is maybe the best guard on the East Coast. But he and 2 others there on Roman are on their way to Penn State. Here come the Cahillites again, and Carr pulls up, misses this one. Ball goes out of bounds, then Gonzaga takes over.
Roman Catholic had three guys down there vying for the rebound.
6:07 left in the first quarter, and welcome if you just joined us. Roman Catholic up by 4. And Likes over the timeline. He's on the attack. Stewart. That ball is blocked. And
It's going to be interesting. See, the Cahillites have Vilmar guarding Chris Likes.
Bostic picks up his first foul. And that sends Likes to the free throw line for the first time tonight.
Likes is an 86% free throw shooter.
Not exactly the right guy to send to the line if you're the Cahillites, right?
No, this kid can shoot it.
He'll get 3 shots on that 3-pointer, so he'll get another. see if Chris can sink this one. And he does. Pulls the Eagles now within 2. 5:52 now.
Looks like the Eagles are man-to-man.
Play the perimeter.
Got a loose zone here. Plan.
Now Carr's going to fire another three. He shoots it. Not so good of a shot there. He's a little far out for that one.
This promises to be a physical game.
And that's a charging foul on Vermeer. Second team foul there, and that's the first on Vermeer.
Go ahead, use this. Click there, and you're good to go.
Roman has to be a little careful not to get those three big guys there.
Miles Dredd comes up big for him.
Nice shot by Miles Dredd, and he's on the board.
I like this kid. He plays with a lot of activity.
7 up, 7-7. Nice twisting move in there by Stevens. And the 6'7"
got away with a hook there.
6'7" senior, he scores. Roman by 2. 4:40 left in the first quarter. Eagles patiently looking for the right shot. Likes. Here's the three. Can't hit that one. Roman got the rebound. They have it. Now here's driving through the paint.
Stevens is a bull.
Off the glass, no good. Follow-up is good. Paul Newman hit that one, and he gets the and one. Foul inside on Miles Dredd. That'll be his first. Basket puts Catholic up by 4. And Newman shoots the and one. He hits. 4 substitutions now for Roman Catholic. DeQuan Davis in the game.
Davis plays with a lot of energy. That'll be a good matchup.
Likes. Myers. He's going to try to drive. He throws it away. Quickly on the run. And a turnover, but they give it back to Roman. We're down to 4:02. Halfway through the first quarter. Roman by 5 right now, 12-7. Carr. Bostic. And we get a foul inside. I thought he had kicked that for a second, but not so. Miles Dredd picks up his second foul. And that sends Steve Turner looking down the bench.
Gonzaga can't afford to have Miles Dredd out for too long.
Jack Lawrence in the game. Jack's the tallest guy on the team at 6'9". 6'9" senior, and he's on his way to Navy next year. 3:45 now in the first quarter. Lob pass over to Lamar. He can't hang on to it. And here come the Purple Eagles all the way up and out. That could be offensive goaltending. That's exactly what that one was. They say Prentice Hub got his hand in there a little bit too much. So Roman slowly now crossing the timeline. In the paint. And the turnover.
Don, I was wondering how Gonzaga's quickness would match up against the Cahillites.
I would say that both of these teams are equally quick. And, you know, Steve Turner loves to play that sped-up defense. And when we get to the third quarter, that's where we're really – third quarter going into the fourth quarter. That's going to really show the separations. Here's Likes with a nice play up.
Likes is a man amongst the trees. Good job.
It takes guts to go in there in those
It
trees.
does.
He better wear his hard hat going into those trees, too. At 5'8", Likes is probably the shortest man on the floor. Ball's out of bounds. It goes to Gonzaga.
Gonzaga's good at defending against the passing lanes. I'm watching how they're moving their feet really well.
2 minutes, 44 seconds left in the first quarter. Catholic still up by 3. Myers, the Likes. He'll pop one out there. Can't make this one, though. They usually get one shot at that, and Roman has the ball. Underneath, spin move, and the foul. He gets the basket. Bostic quickly scores, and he's one of the 3 main players there for Roman Catholic. Between Bostic, Carr, and Stevens, there's the nucleus, and he's going to shoot the foul shot.
I think Carr's been throwing the ball to Bostic quite a few times for passes.
For the Eagles, Stewart checks in the game. Myers sits down. Free throw is up, it's good. That opens up the longest lead now for Roman at 6 points.
Got John Paul Sanders guarding Chris Likes. See if they run the offense to the right.
Underneath, nice move.
Good pass.
Nice right-handed move and puts it in. Eddie Scott, that was Eddie Scott with the basket. Big Jack clears the board
Likes
at
is
6'9". Here's Likes, decides not to take that one. Vilmer with the rebound for Roman. And they're quickly up. Inside the paint, spin move, blocked. They give it back to Roman. That could have gone either way. That could have been a foul there, Jonathan.
That could have gone either way. I think the Eagles got away with one.
Bostic back in. Sanders sits down. 1:41 left. Gonzaga down by 4. Tony Carr with the ball. Bostic, 129. Throws them all the way, right to Likes, and here he comes. He's going to throw up one. He nails it. Well, let's see what happened. We get a whistle?
Looks like we got a whistle on the Cahillites.
They're going to call it on Bostic.
You know what's interesting is that foul stopped a good break. That was a good shot.
Sure did, because this is a non-shooting foul. Lawrence out front. Stewart. Rennis Hub. Ooh, that was a tough one. Gonzaga's lucky to get that one back. They say at the last second a Roman player deflected it. Minute 8. No timeouts yet in this first quarter. Have you noticed that, Jonathan? No timeouts at all.
Yeah, these.
We're going at it. Likes pulls up one. 15-foot, can't do it.
Oh, what a great rebound.
Lawrence put it back up. He missed it after a great rebound was right. Good call there, partner. Here's the 3 ball. Oh, the intensity. The intensity is mind-boggling. All the way.
What a pretty shot by Nigel Stewart.
The 6'5" senior. He lays it in there, and that cuts the lead to 2. 29 seconds. Looks like they might play this one out. 21 on the shot clock. So this could be a one-shot deal here. Carr patiently just holding the ball. He's going nowhere with this one, so he's going to play it out. It'll come down to who takes the shot. And I'd say Mr. Carr will probably do that. Underneath. Gonzaga has the ball. Nobody gets the shot.
That was pretty good defense by the Purple Eagles. Pretty good defense. They
One-
packed it down low.
Well, we got 1.7 left. I think there's some confusion.
I think
about-
there was a foul on the Cahillites. Nigel Stewart should be going to the line.
Well, let's see. I think the officials are talking it over. Possession arrow goes to Roman Catholic right now. It's been a good first quarter, real good first quarter.
Evenly matched teams.
I would say if this were a can of gasoline, this would be 93 octane. How about you?
I'd say these fellas are just running up and down the court. They're showing tremendous skill.
This is not 87. This is a 93 octane game. So with 1.7 seconds, Gonzaga will have the ball. And they've got the full court to go. Inbound. Long shot. Oh, no good. So we played one quarter. And a score. Roman Catholic 15, Gonzaga 13. We'll be right back.
That was a good good quarter of basketball.
Heading into the second quarter now, 15-13. Roman on top. And Coach Love, speak to me.
Well, I can tell you, Nazir Bostic is on the bench for Roman Catholic. He's got 2 fouls. We'll see how the Cahillites respond.
Gonzaga with the ball. Lawrence in heavy traffic. Finally gets it out. Tight defense there by Roman, and they force a turnover. Not many turnovers tonight either.
It's not. The referees are letting them play. It's a physical game down low. They're letting the guys play.
I saw a game yesterday where the referees were calling a lot of whistles, and commentators said, those zebras less love camera time. So here we go, Roman back on the attack, underneath all the way, and puts it in. I think there was a little lapse there of defense that time for the Purple Eagles. Lamar Stevens
down low.
Yes, he is. 21 points last night in that victory against Good Counsel. Lawrence, top of the key. Head fake. Couldn't get anything on that. Likes. And he draws the foul.
Chris Likes is a durable player. Strong young man. Quick feet.
DeAndre Vilmar now picks up his second. So with 2 on him and 2 on Bostic, you can't afford to get too many of those guys in foul trouble. Still early, though. Knocked out of bounds there by Davis. Ball goes back to the Eagles. 4-point lead for Roman. And this is the championship. It's showtime for sure. Likes throws one up. He can't hit that one. And quickly, the Cahill Lights are back. About a 18-foot shot, no good. Follow up by John Paul Sanders is good.
Cahill Lights are getting 2 shots for every one by the Eagles.
Prentice Hub, he was looking for somebody, gets off the Likes. And he gets it, draws another foul. Maybe that's part of the Coach Turner's game plan, is to send Likes through the lane and pick up those fouls like that.
There's no one on the court that can match his quickness, and he's a strong player.
Likes gets it in. He puts it up, no good. And a battle inside, and Jack Lawrence commits the foul there.
Cahill Lights are packing the paint with 2 or 3 guys. That's making the difference in the game. They're getting second shots.
Jack was pretty obvious with that foul. He didn't pull any punches with that one. Paul Newman goes to the line. He'll shoot 2. First one's bounced out. Once again, a 6-point lead, which equals the longest lead of the night. 6-12 now and a half. Of course, Roman was the winner of this tournament last year. But those Eagles, they want that trophy back. Nice pass, but once again, a turnover. Throws it away. Good hustle there by Prentice Hub, but he can't get to it. And Lamar Stevens will inbound.
Eagles are giving maximum effort.
And still the same intensity.
Yeah.
Absolutely, since the first ball came into play. Tony Carr, one-on-one against Hub. Defense is still tight. Steve Turner hasn't let up on the defense. There's a long shot. Boom. Nothing but nylon that time by Daquan Davis. He shoots the 3. 10-point lead. Nice pass into Jack Lawrence, and he stuffs it. Slams it home.
That ought to get the crowd aroused.
Cuts the lead to 8. 5:18 left. There's Newman. To Carr. Almost mishandled, and that looked sloppy that time. And they lost it out of bounds. Roman Catholic looked a little befuddled there offensively. And the Purple Eagles will take it back. The 2015 Gonzaga DC Classic Championship game. And this promises to be a good one. Nice give and go, but it's thrown out of bounds. And, well, it's not out of bounds. It's just mishandled.
What great balance.
Carr, once again. Yeah, offensive foul on Carr. He picks up his first. That's the team's 7th. So Mikhail Jones will go into the game, and Newman sets down. Well, we have a discussion here between the officials. I'm not sure what this is about.
You know, I tell you, the Eagles have done well without one of their leaders, Miles Dredd. He's such a strong and necessary player for their offense to click. He shoots a 3-pointer, and he's strong down low.
Nothing that time from Likes.
Yeah. Likes has to carry a lot of the scoring pressure when Miles Dredd is on the bench.
Underneath. And a foul. This one,
Fouls on Gonzaga's number 12, Nigel Stewart.
yeah, this one's going to be on Stewart. And one thing I've noticed here, Jonathan, is when there's substitutions, they don't seem to take Mr. Carr out. He stays in the game all the time.
You know, Carr and Stevens. Stevens has been a steady presence down low. He's been working the paint. He's been using his size, and he's got a pretty good ball handling.
We'll take a timeout with 4:17 left to score. Roman Catholic 23, Gonzaga 15. We'll be right back.
Just a reminder, coming up at halftime is the presentation of the 2015 Pedro Alumni Service Award, which recognizes a Gonzaga alumnus who has lived a life of service to others and his community. That's coming up.
Why don't we recap a few of the stats, like percentages or something? Can we do that?
Come say that again.
Recap a percentage. Even if we go into the play, that's okay.
Okay.
Like shooting percentages so far.
Okay.
23-15. And let's recap some shooting percentages maybe there, Jonathan.
Roman Catholic is shooting at a pretty good clip. They've got a .526 field goal percentage. Looks like the Purple Eagles are shooting at a .361 percentage. That speaks to those second shots from the rebounds.
52% is a really tough percentage to beat with the high school team, and then you're 16 points ahead. First shot is good by Lamar Stevens. Stevens, Carr, and Bostic on the floor now, which would be 11, 10, and 4. All are heading to Penn State. And if you're a Penn State fan, there are people at Penn State that do believe that this is the best recruiting class in Penn State history in basketball. And these three gentlemen are the nucleus of that. So I guess if you're a Nittany Lions fan of basketball, you got a lot to look forward to.
Stevens just got another rebound. He's a monster down low.
Here underneath,
They don't put body on him.
Lamar Stevens with
He's
the
outworking
basket.
him.
11-point lead now, which is now the longest lead of the night. Whistle inside.
Foul on the KLX number 3, John Paul Sanders.
John Paul Sanders picks up his first.
For Gonzaga, number 0, Chris Lights.
Now Chris Spikes, he'll be in the bonus with one in the bonus. Let's hope that 86% field goal, or rather foul shot percentage, kicks in. First one's good. From a strategy standpoint, Jonathan, what do you do at this point? I mean, you've got 3:31 left in the half. Do you change any of your strategy yet? Would you be 10 points down?
Well, it looks like what Coach Turner wants to do is he's kind of revving up for the second half. If you can keep the game within 5 to 7 points this half, Miles Dredd will come back in the game, and then he can start. Miles Dredd is well rested, so once he gets in, he'll make a difference.
2 shots in by Chris Likes. Cuts that lead to 9. Stevens underneath the Carr. That was a nice pass, and the follow-up is no good. Underneath him, still the foul.
Once again, it's the second shots. They're getting second shots. They're getting more opportunities to score than the Eagles.
Foul was on the Eagles number 10, Scott.
Eddie Scott with the foul. Mikel Jones, he gets the first. Opens up the 10-point lead. Second one's no good. Nice block out there by Stewart.
See if Lex can get something going here.
Lawrence at the top of the key. Stewart has it. Looking for somebody underneath, but it's hard to get in there when you have those guys. Those 3 guys look like 13 guys. Nice shot by Likes. Chris Likes. Nice shot. Carr hands it off. All the way through the paint. Stevens puts it in. Likes is quickly back to Stevens. Here's a long bomb, no good. Ball batted out of bounds. Well, let's see. Both players are saying they have it. They give it to Gonzaga.
Yeah. Here comes Miles Dredd. This ought to make a difference here. He's an active player down low. And that's where they've been having problems. The Eagles will have to start rebounding more. They have to send a couple guys down in the paint.
Myers back in the game as well. Hub. Oh, here's a shot, a three-pointer. Three-point basket by Chris Likes.
That's 11 points by Lex.
I thought he could have picked up a foul on that one, too.
Yeah, that's the challenge for the Eagles.
Right back at you, though, comes Lamar Stevens.
Got to stop Lamar Stevens.
29-21, 155 left in the half. Stevens, really tight defense there. Miles Dredd, he pops one, it's good.
I knew when Dredd came into the game he'd make a difference. He's well rested, and he plays with a lot of aggression and confidence.
Here's Carr. He's going to shoot the three.
Chris Likes on a break. This is the first time.
Miles Dredd.
There we go. We got Dredd who came in for 2 shots. 2 3-pointers in a row.
He bagged that one.
Dredd is well rested, and he's a player.
Cuts that lead to 4. Minute 9. And there's a foul. Who are they going to call this one on? Well, let's see. They call it on Lawrence. That's a second one on Jack. And it sends Mikel Jones to the line. He'll get one of the bonus. Down to a minute 4. First one's good. At halftime, Ron Jakes will be talking about the tournament. He'll give an in-depth look at the tournament and some of the good works this tournament does, where the money goes, where the support goes. So stick with us for that. Second shot's good. 6-point Roman lead. Now Roman beginning to press a little bit. Doesn't bother Likes. He gets it up over the timeline. 52 seconds left. Likes pulls up with an 18-footer. No good. Roman with a rebound. 41 seconds. Carr. To Stevens. Inside, all the way. Layup. Falls out. He shot that a little bit too hard, and it came out on him. Tied up.
What a tough player. Miles Dredd's a tough player. You know, he's a sophomore. We're going to have fun watching him for the next 2 years.
He's a strong kid, too. Roman gets the ball on the possession arrow, and they'll inbound it. Stevens, Carr, back to Stevens. He's underneath, puts that shot up, that same one. The same one where he goes right under the basket and lifts it over his head with the right hand, and he's got the and one with only 19 seconds left.
Did you notice how the Cahillites went right low, right as soon as Miles Dredd went to the bench? They went low and sent to Stevens.
Stevens hits the and one. And that quickly brings Miles Dredd back into the game. To your point there, Jonathan. 18 seconds left. Catholic with a 9-point lead. Likes. You may wait for the final shot here. 8, 5, 3, 2. Here we go. Up in the air. He got it. How about that, Jonathan? 0.7 of it. Now there's a discussion here. Well, it's actually, in all honesty, it's a little bit more than a discussion. but it was point. I call at .7. It looked like he got it off to me. And let's see what they call. It looked to me like it left his hand at .7, I thought.
Well, the referees are having a conference about it.
It's the same old thing. You know, you've got one side of the arena saying no shot, and then the other side of the arena saying a shot.
And you've got Coach Turner about 3/4 of the way pleading his case.
Yeah, exactly. We'll hold it right here and just to see what happens. So, too bad we don't have a replay machine. I'd love to see that, but in ISO. You know?
Yeah. You know, it's funny. I kept thinking that they were calling a foul, and so it's interesting what will come out of this.
I thought he had it. I did. I should ask some of my cohorts here, my colleagues. What do you guys think? Did he hit that?
Ask the cameraman, Jerry.
Oh, I thought he did too, Jerry. Jerry Eccles says it was good. Was it good or a foul?
Well, we looked like we got a foul.
Number 12, Seth Ludwig, occurred before the buzzer. The shot does not count. However, Chris Lights will have to.
Now what? So what's the call?
Well, the call is they must have fouled him on the shot. Looks like a 2-shot foul.
Okay, so Likes goes to the line.
The basket
2
did
shots, and the foul was on who? First shot is good. Did we pick up who the foul was on?
The foul was on. Well, let's see. Might have been Lamar Stevens.
But he did get the shot off.
Did get the shot off.
So in the great court in the sky, we were right. You got the 2 points anyway.
He got the 2 points. They put him on the line.
So it's halftime. And thank you for joining us tonight. We're halfway through the championship game coming from Bender Arena in Washington, D.C. Halftime score, Roman Catholic 36, Gonzaga 29. And we'll be right back, but please stay tuned for Ron Jakes. He's going to give an overview of our tournament. We'll be right back.
Yeah, the only thing is not getting that foul. No, I'll run down there and get fouled after a while.
Oh, yeah. What a good out. Love that.
Thank you, Dan. Thank you, Jonathan. Hi, my name's Ron Jakes. I'm the executive producer of this year's 2015 Gonzaga DC Classic. Now, this is a tournament whose motto is great basketball supporting good works. Well, in the first 16 minutes, first 2 periods of this basketball game, we certainly have seen some great basketball. I'd like to take a little bit of time during halftime to talk about the good works. All of our sponsors, we greatly appreciate them, and the money raised in this tournament supports all of the service projects undertaken by the students at Gonzaga College High School in Washington, D.C. I've been very fortunate that my 2 sons have participated in those projects, John and Chris. John is a sophomore, Chris has graduated. But this tournament was established to support the numerous service projects. These projects are undertaken by freshmen, sophomores, juniors, and seniors here at Gonzaga. These service programs provide significant volunteer experiences for all the students. Part of their curriculum is 40-hour service requirement for seniors themselves, and so as freshmen, sophomores, and juniors, they're sort of gaining experience in these various service projects. Locally, on campus, here off of I Street, downtown D.C., if you're familiar with the area, just a few blocks from Union Station, the Father McKenna Center. That is a hypothermia center in the winter, and for the rest of the year, it's an outreach operation of St. Aloysius Gonzaga Church, which is located on the campus. The students volunteer to provide breakfast and lunch to the homeless, and that's served right here on campus. As a spin-off, if you will, of the McKenna Center, there's McKenna's Wagon. every Wednesday evening, sophomores, a senior, the faculty. I think it's try to ratio, so I think it's like 3 sophomores, 1 senior, 1 faculty member, volunteer in essence soup kitchen on wheels, and they travel about the community and serve, set up I think in a couple of common areas, common parks downtown DC, and serve soup and sandwiches to over 100 homeless people every Wednesday. That's a couple of the service projects. One is that I particularly find interesting, and it's kind of fun too. It's the WJA Chess Club. Every week, Gonzaga students visit the Washington Jesuit Academy, WJA, which is a Washington middle school for boys from low-income communities, grades 8 through 8. Our students from Gonzaga College High School, they go over to the WJA, they moderate the chess club, play chess, have interaction with the young men, serve as informal mentors, if you will. The service projects, though, extend beyond the campus and the nearby community. The boys travel across the country, literally. During spring break, down in Apopka, Florida, juniors during their spring break, they travel to Central Florida to live and work with a migrant farming community. Similarly, there's another service project as a junior on the opposite end of the spectrum, up in Camden, New Jersey. They experience urban poverty as they help families in need in Camden, New Jersey. In a little bit closer by, but nevertheless, part of the service projects is in Emmitsburg, Maryland. In the summer, several juniors and as rising seniors and some sophomores and occasionally freshmen volunteer their time for the poor and elderly living in the Bellarmine Retreat Center in Emmitsburg, Maryland. And they engage in some basic landscaping services. They chop wood, mow lawns, and perform general maintenance and landscaping work for disadvantaged citizens in that area. Down in New Orleans, our service projects help support the continuing effort to rebuild that great American city as a result of Hurricane Katrina. My son, Chris, who's graduating, as I mentioned, he actually got out to Red Cloud. That's out in South Dakota, Pine Ridge Native American Reservation. There, the boys work and learn side by side with the Lakota culture and help, again, some arduous tasks, helping with, again, landscaping and things of that nature. But the service projects, and this is why we thank our sponsors, are even international in nature. There's a Dominican Republican service project trip, as well as one in Ecuador. So we have several sponsors. I'd like to name a few of them. And again, this great tournament supports all those aforementioned service projects. Let me start with a couple of the hotels in the area who donate rooms for each of the players who are visiting. It's a very special tournament. Each player gets his own bed, we like to say. 2 boys per room. We'd like to give great thanks to the Washington Hilton on Connecticut Avenue, the Holiday Inn on C Street, Capitol Hilton Suites, Hyatt Regency on New Jersey Avenue, and the Grand Hyatt on H Street. Some other of our sponsors, and we greatly appreciate them all. Applied Management Corporation, the JBG Companies, creating and enhancing value for more than 50 years, Palm Facility Services, the Lynch Retirement Investment Group, Barking Dog Bethesda, great place, great American pub, Cavalier Logistics, as they say, your success is their mission, Cushman & Wakefield, confidently global, expertly local, the Italian Store, some of the very best Italian gourmet delicatessen in Northern Virginia, Natelli Homes, the Psychiatric Institute of Washington, the Sheehy Auto Group, shop for cars online 24/7 at sheehy.com. Ulico, providing insurance and investment products and services that support union members. Solutions for the union workplace, that's what Ulico is all about. SBA, which is a government affairs firm assisting clients to develop communications and legislative strategies. The Payroll Network, tackle human capital management with a single system. We thank each and every one of these numerous sponsors, and we hope you will patronize them. Now, we got 7 minutes before the start of the second half. We'll be back, and Dan Mason and Jonathan Love will continue to call the action in this exciting grand final between the Gonzaga Eagles and the Roman Catholic Cahillites. Right now it's 36-29 in favor of the Cahillites. A full 16 minutes of exciting and great high school basketball in just a few minutes.
Welcome back to the second half of action. It's halftime, and the score is Roman Catholic 36 and Gonzaga 29. My name is Dan Mason alongside my broadcast partner here, Jonathan Love. Leading scorer on each side, Chris Likes was the leading scorer for the Purple Eagles at 15 points. And, of course, guess who? Lamar Stevens, 16 points for Roman Catholic. But there's an interesting stat that my partner has, and he'll go ahead and share that now.
I'll tell you, we were talking over the over the halftime, and it's a very interesting stat here. Gonzaga needs to get more shots, and they have total rebounds of 10 rebounds, but their offensive rebounds are 2. And so they're not getting a couple many second chance points here, whereas Roman Catholic has 22 rebounds, and they've got 10 offensive rebounds. So they're getting 8 more shots off of rebounds than the Purple Eagles, and that tells the story of the game. That's why they're down by 7 points.
Well, it's going to be an intense second half, and because the first half was awful intense, a lot of substitutions on both sides. But Steve Turner, he had the pedal to the metal the entire half. No timeouts in the first quarter. There was some timeouts in the second quarter, but still the intensity from the opening buzzer to the closing of the first half was 100%. And it's going to come down to conditioning. And I've seen Gonzaga play this type of a game before, and both teams undefeated. You know, it's gonna be an intense game. So it's hard to predict. I've seen Gonzaga in these situations before over the years. When never count them out, and it's going to be they're up against probably one of the toughest teams that I've seen in a long time, because this Roman team, they're a top 25 national team. And you can see why. I mean, the 3 guys, the backbone of this team, where you've got the 3 guys going to Penn State, which would be Carr and Stevens and Bostic. They're players. There's no question.
I think you're right. The interesting thing, and this is why I like the Eagles' chance this half, if Miles Dredd can stay in the game, he got 2 early fouls and he was out of the game. I'd be interested to see what the stats were when he came out of the game with respect to rebounds, because he's such a strong kid down low, and he can stroke the three-pointer. If he could stay in the game, I like the Eagles' chances to make this a close game.
What about press? I mean, would you start out this second half in a press, or would you wait a while to do that?
You know, I may wait a while, and I'll tell you why. The Cahillites are a good passing team. They're a big team. They can throw over some of the pressure. So I don't think that I'd press. I just play good, solid defense, and I'd send 2 or 3 guys down low. You got to increase your offensive rebounds if you're going to win this game.
Gonzaga back on the floor. They're waiting for the Cahillites, and here they come.
So it looks like the Eagles have the starting lineup out there, and in fact, both teams have started with their starters.
Gonzaga will inbound the ball. Stevens into Prentice Hub, and here we go. Gonzaga down by 7 to start the second half. Myers to Hub. Threw it away. Not the way to start this second half. And a repeat turnover on the other side. 3-on-1 fast break. Up. They can't hit it. And quickly, Roman has it. Floater up and in. DeAndre Vilmer. He hits it. Opens the lead to 9. Just a little over 7 minutes. Here's the 3 ball. Yes.
What a good shot.
He brought that one home.
Now, Bostic left early in the first half as well with 2 early fouls, so he's well rested.
Nice shot by Nigel Stewart. Gonzaga shooting a good amount of threes and hitting those. Carr directing traffic out front. He's one-on-one against Hub. All the way, Carr with a layup, he missed it, rolls out on him. Going the other way, here's Likes. One-on-one, he lays up the layup and he puts it in. Chris Likes streaking towards the basket and he puts it in.
I've been wanting to see that matchup, Bostic and Likes.
Likes was in the air that time. Has some tremendous ability to get off his feet. Cuts that lead to 4. 6:26. Stevens, 15-foot jumper, he gets it.
2-point basket, Lamar Stevens.
Stevens the leading scorer in the first half at 16. Make that 18. Hub one-on-one. He gets by one defender, misses the shot.
One and done. They have to get better rebounding. Can't repeat that in the second half.
So true. Reach-in foul right there. Not a good foul that time by Hub. His first foul. Billmere will inbound the Carr. Pass goes to Bostic. Inside. They try to post up. And there's trouble inside. Then the jump ball.
Miles Dredd makes things happen when he's down low.
Yes, he does. Possession arrow goes to Roman. 5:36. Stevens with it. Take it away. Eagles on the run. And Likes. He's fouled. That one's on Bostic. That's 3 on Bostic.
It's tough to guard Chris Likes when he's on a roll.
He has such great elevation, too. Gets off his feet and up in the air quickly. Her shot is good. Well, they're going to let Bostic play. I would have thought that Coach Nesby would be off the bench with the sub, but nope. Going to leave him in. Second shot missed. Ball goes out of bounds and last touch by Roman.
Eagles are getting a few breaks here.
Eagles got to break that time is right. They'll reset now. Let's see what happens. Prentice Hub, he'll inbound. To Miles Dredd. Likes. He's going to shoot. This one's no good. He might have taken a little bit more time to work that in a little bit. Now Stevens and Carr. Carr fires away. Can't get it. Bostic. Spin move. He's underneath and lays it in. That was Paul Newman. Paul Newman made a great move, spun to the right, and he found himself all alone under there. That was the quickness. Here's a long shot by the Eagles, goes out of bounds. And
the difference in this game is rebounding.
Into the Gonzaga lineup, number 10, Eddie Scott. Number 32,
Eddie Scott in the game now for the Eagles.
I think Coach Turner sees rebounding is necessary. He's put in 2 big guys.
Yeah, we got another whistle. What's this one?
foul on the Eagles, number 3, Prentice Huff, now his second.
Prentice Hub picks up his second foul. Second team foul on the Eagles. 42-35. Roman by 7. There's 4:46 left in the third quarter. Of course, this is the championship game, and Roman is defending its title. Doing it well so far. Bostic gets to Stevens. Foul.
The Eagles foul number 24, Miles Dredd, his third.
Stevens
That's
is
not-
going to the basket at will.
That's not good there, partner. Miles Dredd picks up his third foul. And Stevens goes back to the line.
Number 11, Lamar Stevens.
Coach Turner, we don't see movement from him right now. He's going to leave Miles in.
Yeah, this is a critical part of the third quarter. I don't think you want to wait too far into this game if you're going to give yourself a shot to pull closer.
Second shot bounces in. 43-35. 8-point lead for Roman. 4:30 left. And the Eagles are on the attack. To the front. Miles Dredd in the corner for a 3. Spins
Wow.
in there. Bank shot and went in. Good job. Underneath Stevens, and it goes in. How quick was that? Back the other way. Likes. What a pass.
What a great pass from Coach Likes.
Eddie Scott was right there to put it in. That was a no-look pass, and that's the kind of pass we all want to make when we play.
The Eagles have no quit in them. They're fighting.
I would dream of making those passes when I played ball.
Hey.
Never happened that way for me. Going back the other way, Carr spins one in. Why couldn't I ever make one of those passes like that?
You know, I would just like to be on the floor.
I would make a pass like that and it would go out of bounds. My dad would say, what'd you do that for? Roman's on the attack, and they've got a 7-point lead with 3:18. All the way down. Stevens slams it in there. And he looks to his bench with an exclamation point. Right now, Roman is making a statement with the offense.
The Eagles now have to regroup. They can't let that change the game. They're only down by 9 points. They play good, steady basketball. They'll pull closer.
Jack Lawrence is back in the game, and he's going to try to drive the basket. Almost went in, and he picks up the foul. Gosh, he got hammered underneath there.
Number 35, Paul Newman, his first second team foul.
I think that was on Paul Newman. Jack will go to the free throw line for 2. First one's no good. That was so hard they should give him 2.5 on that one, Jonathan.
Yeah. He's playing with a lot of guts, I can tell you.
That is one physical team.
Cahillites are swarming.
Yep. Second shot's in, cuts the lead to 8. 3:02 now.
I got to tell you, it's still a close game.
Couple of threes, and they can be back in business. You're right.
Easy.
Stevens and Carr. Stevens and Carr. Sounds like a law firm, right?
How about that?
Here's Carr with a 3. This one can't go. And the ball goes out of bounds to Gonzaga.
Roman Catholic is owning the paint right now.
They have the entire game, really.
The Eagles have to pack it in the paint. They're going to make a difference in this game.
Likes goes right through the paint and back out the other side. Lawrence picks it up. They almost made a turnover with that one. Likes looking for Scott. Gets it to Hub. Hub almost loses it out of bounds, and it looks like it bounced off Gonzaga. They'll probably give the ball to Roman. And then do 2:06 in the third quarter. Turnovers are beginning to mount up now for the Purple Eagles. You get the feeling that Roman's in a little bit more control now. See the wheels must be turning over there on the Gonzaga bench with Coach Turner.
The Cahillites are just playing with a lot of confidence and aggression. They recognize they own the paint.
Eddie Scott picks up another foul. Myers is back in the game. Hub sets down. Long shot in the corner.
They've got one man down, and he's getting the rebound.
Oh, the ball goes to the Eagles. Bostic was not happy. He was really banged up underneath there. He's pleading his case, but nothing doing there.
The Eagles have to start rebounding the basketball.
Minute 39. Time is becoming a little bit critical now. The 8-point lead. 8-point lead by Roman. And Like spins through the paint. Makes it look so easy, doesn't he?
Amazing kid. Amazing talent.
6-point lead. Carr one-on-one against Likes. He has the height advantage, but he does not hit. And I think Likes got him that time. Little too close. That's Chris's first foul. As much as he's been involved in that offense and defense, you'd think he might have picked up a few more, but he's done a good job.
You know, there's a game within the game here, and we're watching Carr and Likes go at it.
Carr only had 3 points in the first half, too. He's been under control.
Yeah, he's kept the team steady. He's been pounding it into the paint. He's been pounding it into Stevens.
First shot's no good.
So Likes just went up to whispered something in Carr's ear after he missed that shot.
Would you like to know what that was?
Yeah, it's interesting to see the game between the game when you see the players. Likes is a player, and Carr is as well.
Carr hits the second, and that leads at 7 now. 1:11. Lawrence at the top of the key. Here's Miles Dredd. He got it. Bingo! Miles Dredd. Cuts the lead to 5. Eagles are still scratching away, trying to claw back in the game. Dredd, one-on-one on Bostic. Carr has it against Likes. Here's a corner shot. Bilmer. He's got it. 34 seconds. 32 on the shot clock. Likes pulls up with one. He has it. Never say never for Mr. Likes.
The Eagles have no quit in them. They're making this a game.
Two-pointer. That was a long two-pointer, too. 52-48, 4-point lead. That's the closest they've been for a while. 11-10, winding down in the third quarter. Stevens calling desperately for the ball. He gets it. He's one-on-one against Scott. Underneath, Bilmer. He's got it in the and one. The foul underneath the board.
Great effort. What a great effort. Great effort.
Bilmer was right there, and he planted himself under the basket, had it, and powered his way in. And picks up the and one. 1.4 left in the third quarter, and Jonathan, that was a big basket for them.
That was a big basket, but I got to tell you something. I'm watching the Eagles gain the respect of the Cahillites. I'm watching the Eagles. They're tenacious. They're not quitting. Cahillites are superior, but they're not quitting.
Time runs out in the third quarter, and we've got one more quarter of great basketball to go. This is a championship game, and stand by for more fireworks. That's the end of the third quarter. Roman Catholic 55, Gonzaga 48. We'll be right back.
Coach Stevens isn't happy over there. He's not happy.
I'm coming back. I'll come back and give the score. We'll come back a little early. Let's cover the head.
At the conclusion of play, a technical foul was assessed against Gonzaga's number 0, Chris Light, and Roman Catholic's number 5, DeAndre Vilmar.
Will they shoot? Each shoot? They cancel each other?
Offsetting.
Well, we're coming back now for the fourth quarter, and in horse racing, they call it coming down the stretch. 7-point lead for Roman Catholic. We had offsetting technical fouls. That's interesting. I on Chris Likes, and on the other side, it was against Vilmar. So that was kind of interesting. I didn't see that. But quickly, Jonathan, let's talk about strategy. If you're Steve Turner, and if you're Chris Nesby, talk about what went on in the huddle. Do 15 seconds on each.
Well, I tell you, Turner has to tell his players they've got to pack it in. They're only sending one guy to the board, and they're getting blocked out. So if they're not going to get second shots, they're not going to cut this lead unless they can get some turnovers. The Cahillites, I can tell you, McNeshby, I think he's telling his guys, stay steady, don't lose your cool, keep pounding it into the paint. They don't really have to change anything because Stevens has been a horse down low. And if they can keep packing it into him, they'll stay on the right track.
Well, right now there's nobody on the Cahillites in significant foul trouble. They've left Bostic in. He's got 3 fouls, but that's about it. So here we go. 55-48. Here comes Lawrence. Looking to get inside, but he's quickly shut off. They've got the paint pretty much sealed up. Scott tries to lay one up off the glass. He's got it. Eddie Scott elevated himself over the defense, and he put it on. Put the ball in.
That was a pretty shot. Pretty shot.
Cuts the lead to 5. They're looking for Stevens.
This is a tough match here.
Charging foul. So that's a break for the Eagles. That's one that goes their way.
I'm impressed with how Chris Likes uses his speed and quickness to overcome his diminutive size.
Bostic is back in the game. Gilmer goes out. Now they're back to their original starting 5 practically. Except for Davis. Davis is in the game. Davis gets a lot of playing time.
Yeah, he does. He's a good player. It's a 5-point game.
Here's Likes. He's going to try to drive the paint. He's off balance a little bit with about a 12-footer. Doesn't go.
What do we see here?
Gonzaga.
The Eagles are getting rebounds.
Gonzaga gets its own rebound, and Likes resets the offense. Deep in the corner to Scott. 3-point shot on the way. It's good. He bags it. And quickly off the bench, Coach Nesby wants timeout. Roman calls timeout. 6:58 left. Roman Catholic 55, Gonzaga 53. 2-point lead, and let's leave it right here right now, Jonathan. What is going on over in the Roman Catholic bench?
Well, they're getting rattled a little bit, but I can tell you what Turner did. That last play, the Eagles had 3 guys down low helping out on the rebound. We had a missed shot, and they packed the ball out, and they scored. So if they can change the rebounding, they can win rebounding in this quarter, they give themselves a chance to win.
There does seem to be a momentum change. A little bit of a momentum change. They're getting over the top of the defense now.
And interestingly enough, if you look at the effort, this game should be a much bigger game. Roman Catholic should have a much bigger score, and they're only up by 2 points.
Roman Catholic had kept Gonzaga out of the paint so long. That sealed both sides of that paint. But now it's beginning to change. Gonzaga is beginning to penetrate that. And I would think Coach Nesby is trying to find a way to come back and seal that paint to keep them out of there. But when you're hitting threes like Gonzaga's hitting, hard to do that.
This is going to be interesting here because you've got 4 seniors on the floor for Roman Catholic.
Here's Likes. Takes his time now a little bit, slows it down. He's going to reset the offense again. 6:38, 2-point lead. This could tie it up. Lawrence underneath the basket. He puts it up. No good. He'll draw the foul. Let's see who this is going to be on Stevens. That's only his first.
So
Jack will shoot 2. First one's no good.
what I'm watching happen here is Coach Turner has told his boys to take it into the paint, and they're taking it into the paint, and they're going to the line, and they're getting second shots.
This was good. 1-point game with 6:33. Would we have it any other way?
What a great game. What a great game.
6:27 of great basketball left. Fed inside. Bostic. He's going to try to drive the paint. Great fake right there. Long shot doesn't go.
What
Second
effort.
shot.
What effort. What effort.
Ball bounces out. Up. Third shot, no good. Fourth shot on the way.
Whoa.
And he's hammered in there by Lawrence.
That was a pretty hard foul.
Daquan Davis, he took a hammering in there, and he's going to go to the line. That one was on Jack Lawrence, and he's got 3 now. Oh, make that 4.
Number 24, Daquan Davis, 2 shots.
DeQuan Davis will shoot 2. First one rims in.
And the story of this game is told. We'll look at the rebounding stats and we'll be able to see.
Yep.
Roman Catholic got 4 shots on that one possession.
Yep. Prentice Hub back in the game, and Jack has to sit down. Davis up for his second shot. Nails it. Sends the lead back to 3. Just under 6 minutes. Roman clinging to a 3-point lead. Miles Dredd, and another whistle. And this looks like a foul on Carr. Picks up his 3rd. And a 16 foul, so they won't shoot. Purple Eagles take it out of bounds. Miles Dredd bumps up, no foul.
Miles Dredd can take this
Threw
game.
the ball away,
Turnover.
turnover. Here's a long shot for a 3, no good. Ball goes out of bounds. Turnover goes over to the Eagles. And the Roman bench is not happy about that one. He's coming close to a technical over there.
Well, actually, the coach got a technical. They called a
There is a
technical on him.
technical called.
Yep.
Technical on the coach of the Roman Catholic Caelites. And Chris Likes will shoot. Tony Carr comes up alongside of Likes, and he gets shooed away by the official. So Likes will shoot the technical. He's got it.
This is high school basketball at its best.
You know,
This is an incredible game.
This game takes on the feel of like a regional final or something,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
You get that feeling.
Like these two teams have history and they're settling a couple scores.
Exactly. It's like the state championship final, or it's like a now or never type thing.
You know?
Yes, sir.
Gonzaga's earning respect. I got to tell you, I thought the fellas from Philadelphia were coming with a lot of attitude and intimidation from the last 2 games I've seen them play.
We're down to a 1-point lead for Catholic. And Gonzaga has the ball and an opportunity to go up for the first time tonight. 5:32 left. They go through the paint, don't take the shot, come back out to reset the offense. Miles Dredd with the shot. Eagles go on top.
What a game. The Eagles
How
have taken
exciting
the
is
lead.
that? 5:15 left. And the Eagles fans are crazy about those Eagles. Carr, he drives through the paint, and there's a blocking foul. You kind of hold your breath there to see if he's going to pick up the charge or it's going to be a block. This time, the Caelites get the call.
Foul on number 24, Miles Dredd is. Correction, number 4, Michael Myers is second.
Foul is on Myers.
Carr's a smooth customer. He came down and he just laid it in real well.
So Tony Carr goes to the line. And he can put his team back on top. Misses the shot. Here comes Likes. 5 minutes even. Likes with a 3. You can hear the gasp.
Look
from
at the
crowd.
rebounds. There's the rebounding. I told you.
Likes with the ball back. He resets. The shot by Myers is blocked. Not that good of a shot. He was surrounded by Caelites. Here's Carr. He drives the paint, puts it up, no good. Gets a second chance. The ball rims out, and there's a foul underneath. Let's see who they call this on. Oh, that's not good. Foul is on Miles Dredd. That's his 4th. So Coach Turner, tough decision for him right now. Newman hits the free throw. Vilmer back in the game. Newman with the second shot. This one's no good. Roman Catholic up by 2. 4:35 left in the game. And Miles Dredd is still in the game. Likes.
Yeah, this is money time. Dredd's got to stay in the game. Lice has got to make good shots. He doesn't have to take over the game.
Likes his double team now. Here's a long shot all the way outside. No good. That was by Hub. He missed. And it's one shot. That's all they get. Carr with the rebound. 22 seconds on the shot clock. And a whistle. Now let's see what this one does. Foul is on Likes. That's 2 on Chris. They say basketball at its finest. And that's what we have here, Jonathan.
Yeah, the DC Classic, Gonzaga DC Classic has not disappointed us.
Paul Newman at the line. He missed this one. This is a classic battle royal. Second shot on the way. Rims out. Eagles with the rebound, and here they come. Scott. Back to Miles Dredd. Shots blocked. That's heavy traffic through the paint.
A technical foul has been assessed against the Gonzaga bench.
Technical foul called.
Coach isn't helping the team here. He needs to keep himself contained.
Yep, another technical on the bench over there. And this time, Carr goes to the free throw line. He gets it back. Shoot another.
Carr's a smooth customer. This kid does not get rattled.
It's 2. So the technical foul shots that were given to Likes have just gone back and evened out. Now it's a 4-point game. We're down to 3:40, Jonathan. It's getting tight.
This is an important defensive stop here. Yeah. Stevens has been manhandling down low, and he's been throwing his weight around. It's not surprising that they called it.
That's 3 on Stevens. Now Lawrence comes back in the game for Myers. Jack with a big height advantage at 6'9". He's got 4 fouls, though. Likes glances up at the scoreboard. 3:25, he reads. Eddie Scott now tries to drive around Carr. He's sent right back out. Likes almost loses the ball. It goes out of bounds. Carr touched it last.
Fillmore's playing Likes as best as I've seen any kid play him, and yet Likes has got...
Here's Likes. Dishes it off to Miles Dredd for a 3. Can't hit this one. Jack Lawrence gets out rebounded that time by Paul Newman. Here comes the Kaolites. Carr is 1-on-1 against the smaller Chris Likes. He misses. Underneath, and there's a foul. This one goes against the Kaolites. It's on Paul Newman. He was over the back of Jack Lawrence on that one. 2 minutes, 52 seconds. 62-58. Roman Catholic over Gonzaga. Jack can cut into that lead here. First shot. Got it.
It's a good-looking stroke. Good-looking stroke.
Down to 3. Second shot's on the way. He got that one too. 2-point game. Only one basket separates these two teams with 2:45 left. Underneath, Stevens puts it in. And he's asking for the foul. He doesn't get that one. Looking for the and one, but he got the 2. 64-60. 2:30. Here's Scott. Misses his shot. That's a tough miss.
Yeah.
Carr's going the other way. He's content now to use some of the shot clock. Shot clock at 18. Looks inside. Stevens is still complaining to the official. Underneath. Traveling violation. Bostic got free that time, but took one extra step. And he got caught. 2:05. Exciting game. 4-point lead for Roman.
Got a little pressure here coming from Roman Catholic.
First time we've seen this. Maybe it's time now that Coach Turner would apply that the other way. 2-minute mark, minute 57. 21 on the shot clock. Give it to Miles Dredd. He has Stevens on him. A good defender. Likes gets through, puts it up, no good. And there'll be a blocking foul.
Got an 86% free throw shooter going to the line here.
Paul Newman picks up the foul. It's 3 on Paul. Minute 45 now. 64-60.
It's amazing to see the body control that Chris Likes has when he's in the air. Kid's an astounding player.
At 5'8", you got to have a lot of guts to go up against a guy 6'7".
And he plays big. I mean, he's guarding a guy who's 6'2", 6'3".
The Eagles desperately need these free throws. Only a minute 45. First shot. Got it.
What a player. What a player.
Myers is quickly off the bench. He'll replace Jack Lawrence. So maybe, what's the strategy here, Jonathan, with Lawrence going to the bench?
I think he wants some speed. He wants some quickness. He wants some ball handlers. They're going to bring the ball up the court after they get a rebound.
Second shot rolls out. Tough break. 64-61. A minute 42. Stevens and Carr talking it over as they cross the center court. No doubt Stevens probably calling for the ball maybe. But here's Carr driving the lane, lays it in.
And that's a tough matchup. You've got Chris Likes on 6'3", Tony Carr.
And he's pointing at Stevens. You know, they talked about that play coming down the floor. That's exactly what that was. Likes looking for help, gets it to Miles Dredd. A minute 15, Roman by 5. Here's Likes. Dishes it out, almost lost the ball. Miles Dredd has it. Quick timeout by Coach Turner. Smart play on Coach Turner's part. That's a good timeout. Ball was almost out of control there, but with the timeout, the Purple Eagles retain possession. A minute 6 now. 5-point lead for Roman Catholic, 66-61. Each team has 10 fouls. That'll be 2 shots.
If these two teams play again, I see the making of a rivalry. I can see it.
If you're Coach Turner, Coach Love, what do you say?
I can tell you, Coach Turner's telling his guys, hey, look, guys, we need to make sure that the shot we take is a shot that's either going to get us to it's going to score. We need to score points, and we got to play good defense. I think he's going to tell them to take a quick shot and try and get fouled or get into the paint.
You got a 2-possession game to score here. You're down by 5, so you need a 3 and a 2 or 2 threes to win. A pair of trays will do it. Easier said than done. Likes now takes it in the backcourt. Gets the touch on the ball.
They're going to get a quick shot here.
Here he goes. 3-point shot on the way. He got it. He nailed it. And now quickly, Coach Turner off the bench calls another timeout with exactly 1 minute on the clock. 66-64.
Chris Likes and Tony Carr have been jawing all game long.
Chris Likes just let it fly.
It wouldn't surprise me if we see these two guys playing on the college level. They're both two talented players.
Well, we know where Tony Carr will be. Where will Chris be?
I don't know. Chris he's a junior. He's got another year of eligibility. There's going to be some suitors, I guarantee you. There'll be some teams that call her. He's an immense talent.
1 minute left in the game. 66-64. This is Dan Mason alongside Jonathan Love, and we're so happy to bring you this game. Championship game, a great game. Exciting for us to be here with you.
Yeah, we dialed up a great game today. 66-64, 1 minute left. Best game of the tournament.
Eagles back out on the floor, and the Kaolites inbound. 58, 57, 56 over the timeline. Comes Bostic. Bostic gives the Carr deep outside the perimeter. In no hurry whatsoever. 13 on the shot clock. Eagles need the ball back here.
Good defense by Likes.
Likes and Carr, just like Jonathan called it, one-on-one. Carr spins around and puts it up, bounces out. Gonzaga has the ball. Quickly to Scott. Scott drives the lane. He lays it up, bounces out.
Oh, Miles Dredd!
What
What a shot! What a shot!
Hub
We got
puts
a
it
tie
in.
game. What do you know? What do you know? We got a tie game.
15 seconds.
I don't think it gets any better than this. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a game.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5. A long three by Carr. He misses it. Off 2 seconds, 1 second. Likes has it from 35 feet. No good.
Oh, what a game! We got overtime. Ladies and gentlemen, there's no other place you want to be than right here in Bender Arena. What a game.
Down to 1.8 seconds. Let us try to reframe that for you. 1.8 seconds on the clock, and Likes had it about 35 feet out, which would have been about 8 feet outside the perimeter, and he launched one. It bounced off the top of the board. Not really close, but when you're down to 1.8 seconds, you just say a prayer.
Hey, all you want is a chance. And the Eagles gave themselves a chance, and they're playing overtime.
If he would have hit that shot, that would have been the shot I always dreamed of to win the game.
That's a top 10 ESPN moment right there.
That's right.
That would have been a great one.
And I bet our cameraman over here, Jerry Eccles, he would have found a way to get that to them. No question about that. Jerry's shaking his head, yes, absolutely. Jerry would have taken that back to Fox tonight. We would have had that on the 10 o'clock news. Right, Jerry? Jerry says, absolutely.
What a great game. What a great game.
Jerry says, show me a three like that and we'll bring it home. We'll do that. What a great game. A wonderful game.
We dialed up a superstar game here.
So we go to overtime with 4 minutes. It's a 4-minute overtime. Total excitement. You can't bottle this type of thing. You could bottle it, you'd sell 1 million of them.
We got our money's worth today. There's a lot of respect that just got earned right here.
Scott and Stevens at center court, and quickly the Kaolites score. Tony Carr puts it in and puts the Kaolites on top by 2. Underneath, Likes again.
What a play.
Chris Likes evens it out. 3 minutes, 36 seconds left. Miles Dredd has to be careful there. That was a little bit too close to Vilmer at that point. Here's Carr. Shut off in there by Myers. Long 3 ball, can't get it, but put back up and in. Bostic put it in. Bostic was in the right place, right time that time.
It's the rebounding. Offensive rebounding will tell the story of this game.
Dredd, Likes, trying to get by. He gets through, but gets in heavy traffic, and the ball falls out of bounds.
This is a physical game.
Goes back to the Eagles. 2:59 and a 2-point lead. Paul Newman back in the game, and Daquan Davis goes out. Underneath, Hub has it. He'll inbound. Dredd, Likes, back to Dredd. Dredd's underneath. Oh, what a slam. That was a great block. Wow. Got to give the Kaolites credit for that one. Here's
He
Carr.
was looking for the foul.
To Stevens. Underneath.
They're
Second
letting
shot.
him play.
Good.
They're letting him play the game.
Yep, you're
letting
absolutely
him play.
right. Stevens had it, was hammered, picked his own ball up and put it back in. Now it's a 4-point lead. Here's Likes, smallest man on the floor. Missed that one, but Scott had it underneath, and let's see what happens.
Coach calls the time.
Yep, Coach Turner, called timeout. And we've got a timeout. Keep it right here, 2:23, 72-68. And Roman Catholic has a little bit of momentum right now. They seem to be getting those second shots again, Jonathan.
I tell you, I think Coach Turner's telling us guys, hey guys, we need to make sure that we take sure shots, try to get it into the paint, but the referees are letting the game play. They're letting a physical game, so don't look for the foul. You got to make the shot.
And you know he's telling them, don't quit. Don't quit. Keep pressing. Don't quit.
Well, that's what I've been impressed with. The Eagles have not quit. I mean, it's clearly they've got mismatch problems, but they are using every bit of the skill that they have, which is they are quicker, where the Cahillites are stronger. And they're using their quickness. And it's a close game. It's still anybody's game.
Absolutely. You make a good point. The Cahillites are a strong team, a senior-laden team, senior-led team, and one senior on the roster here that I see for Gonzaga. That's Jack Lawrence. Eagles will inbound. Quickly into Miles Dredd. Underneath. Oh, missed the shot, but he's fouled. That would have been nice to get that one home.
Dredd's a sharp shooter.
Newman picks up his fourth foul. And now Miles Dredd goes to the line. 2:21. Basket's good. 3-point game. Second shot bounces off. Stevens has. We've said earlier in the game that Gonzaga makes these type of runs. I've seen them do it.
They need a stop here.
Bostic can't get that one. Good rebound by Roman
Second
Catholic.
shot.
And they control. 2:01 left. And they've got a 3-point lead.
They need a stop. They need a stop.
Oh, a push that time.
Carr didn't have to do that. He
Charging
did not have to do
violation
it.
on Carr. And you're absolutely right, Coach. He did not have to do that. That's a pretty silly foul to do. You just push Likes away. And Likes, being a 5'8" guy, went bouncing around. He put a little bit of theatrics into that, too.
He may have, but I can tell you that's the arrogance that comes with strength. And they've been trying to be intimidating all game long. And when that happens, oh, boy, what a good steal. That was a good steal.
Turnover there for the Eagles. Carr moving Lawrence out of the center. Maybe he wants to drive the paint himself. We'll see.
Carr wants to take him right.
He's one-on-one. And there's a timeout. So Coach Nesby now wants to talk things over. Coach Nesby, by the way, just a few games ago, hit his 100th win at Roman Catholic. He's had a great career there. Done a lot of great things at the program. That program has a long, long tradition of winning in Philadelphia.
That was a good timeout. Carr was trying to play one-on-one basketball. He's trying to go man-on-man, and he got the team. The team was standing around. It was good timeout.
A minute 32 left in overtime, 72-69. Roman Catholic by 3. And we're going to keep it right here. You've got the powerhouse from Philadelphia against an undefeated Gonzaga team that right now has played their hearts out tonight.
That's right. Roman Catholic was the state champions last year. So the Eagles are holding steady with the Pennsylvania state champions.
And let's not forget, that's the top 25 ranked national team. Carr into Stevens. He's on the shorter Eddie Scott. Ball goes back to Roman.
We've got 4 seconds on the shot clock here. We'll see what quick move they do.
They got to get something off quick. Shot clock now at 3.
The Eagles are not quitting. What an impressive display. Win, lose, or draw. Very impressive game today.
Stevens, he's going to have to shoot. Spins around Scotty, lays it up, goes out. Gets his own rebound, though. He lays it up, can't get that. Here comes the third shot, and the fourth shot, and a foul.
And that's where the game
Four
is played.
shots. 4 shots.
Fouls on the Eagles number 24, Miles Dredd.
And that's the fifth foul on
game is
Miles. That has to hurt. Miles goes to the bench, and we'll get a sub. And has he played a good game or what? He's played a wonderful game.
Outstanding game.
Finishes out the night. Jack Lawrence off the bench. 1:08 left.
Into the Gonzaga lineup, number 32, Jack Lawrence.
How many points does Miles finish with tonight? Do we have that stat?
I can tell you, I'm sure he got
think
more
it's
than 5
5.
points.
Seems like it was more than 5. Here's a shot by Stevens. He hits. Stevens pats his chest a little bit. Pats the heart. 73-69, 4-point lead. Second shot is bouncing around and good.
Stevens has played a good game today.
A mild press there by Vilmer.
Eagles need a little magic now.
Magic in the bottle. And Likes picks up the foul. They're going to give him the and one on that.
Chris Likes is a play.
No basket. No basket.
I don't know. They're talking about it. I think they're going to count it. Yeah. I think that's the right call. He was in the act of shooting.
So they give Chris Likes the basket and cut the lead to 3. The official has taken the school, Coach Nesby.
What a
Now
game.
Chris hits the free throw, and that cuts it to 2. 57 seconds left.
If you left early for this game here, you missed a good one. This is a great game.
I haven't seen anybody leave, though.
No. In fact, I think there's more coming in still.
Oh, goodness. What a great game. Great game is right. You got your money's worth tonight. 57.6 seconds left. The Gonzaga 27th Annual DC Classic. Dan Mason and Jonathan Love here tonight. We need about 3 more cameras here to show some of the spectators dancing around, people having a good time.
We've seen some really good games this weekend of basketball. It's the DC Classic is put on by the Gonzaga Fathers Club to support the service projects, and it's for a great cause, great time.
Well, it is showtime. 57.6 seconds left.
2-point game. The Eagles will get the ball back, so they'll have an opportunity to score. If they make a good defensive stop, it's anybody's game.
Carr with Likes. Same defensive matchup all night long. Vilmar. 15 on the shot clock. They don't seem in a hurry. Carr inside to Stevens. He's with Scott. Puts it all up. No good. Gets a second shot. And he gets it in.
That's been the story of the game.
28 seconds left. Catholic by 4. Likes. He needs a bucket here. Somebody needs to shoot. Likes, he'll take the 3. This is off the mark. And the ball is on the end line, and Roman Catholic will get it. Only 12 seconds now.
That might do it.
That might do it. You're absolutely right.
I've seen stranger things happen, but got a few
And
cool
it'll be a
customers
quick
here.
foul.
They've got a foul.
Quick foul by Eddie Scott. Down to 10 seconds. 10.2 seconds left.
Shooting for the Cahalites, number 11, Lamar Stevens, 2 shots.
Stevens at the line. He's the leading scorer tonight for Roman Catholic. First shot is up, no good. Second shot on the way, it's good. So Likes has it, and he's going to hustle. He's going to go over the timeline. It's going to be a 3 deep in the corner, bouncing off, and it doesn't go. And that's the game. Doggone it, we played a good game tonight.
This was a great game. This was a great game, hard-fought game. The Cahalites played very well.
Final score, 77, Roman Catholic, 72, Gonzaga. A great game. It's been our pleasure to bring it to you, too.
There's a lot of respect.
Good night from Bender Arena. This is Dan Mason alongside my partner, Jonathan Love. It's been a pleasure working with you tonight, partner.
It's been an outstanding pleasure. Great game. Let's do it again.
We'll see you next year.
Yep, let's do it again.
Good night.
That was a great game. Boy. Outstanding. I love that.
Great game.
That
You know, talk about great basketball.
That was fun.
Well, you know, the defensive boards, that's one of the weaknesses. Usually they're not worried when they're up by 20, but you saw how big those guys were.
Well, it was the offensive boards. They didn't